Toldson, I know you're working on this subject, you're
Yeah,
working on the
yeah,
book, and you've
absolutely.
been,
Yeah. And I agree with everything that's already been said. Um, we can't say enough about the value of having black males in the classroom. But I also want to give a different perspective, and mostly because all the important things have already been said, and these are things that's going to be included in my book on black male teachers. But one thing that I think is very important for us is to, we absolutely have to make sure that white female teachers can teach black male students. Yeah. We can't wait on black male teachers to come and save the day. Right now, 63% of teachers are white females, and 80% of teachers are white. 2% of teachers are black males. Black males represent about 6% of the U.S. population right now. So if we got it up to 6%, then it would be representative of our population in society, which would triple it. That would be a success. However, if you count the number of teachers someone will have from kindergarten to the 12th grade, that would mean that right now, a black male is likely to see one teacher who looks like him. If we tripled it, then they would be likely to see about 3 teachers who look like them over there from K to 12th grade. So black male teachers in the class alone isn't going to solve all of our problems. And I'm also kind of concerned, we're going to talk about this in the book, that black male teachers are being pigeonholed into this professional whose sole responsibility is to save underperforming black males. Black male teachers have a responsibility to every student, regardless of gender or race. They are professionals just like everybody else, and their contribution to the classroom should be seen as a benefit to all students, not just black males. And so we have to be able to protect the identity of black male teachers so that they're not pigeonholed and stereotyped, and their value isn't seen as something that's good for the entire system. Because they have to be able to move up to any school, anywhere, in any position, to lead teachers of all different races.
Makes a great point. That's the point.
But can I ask you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
How do you? That was an excellent point. How do you train white women? How do you train white women to teach black children, black men? What do you, I mean? Because that's something that I've been thinking about. Yeah. What are some of the solutions to that?
Yeah, and I'm also the editor of the Journal of Negro Education. At the end of the summer, we're going to put out a special issue on teacher education in the black community. And so we're looking at all types of different strategies. And it's not an easy answer to that question. There are certain programs and certain strategies that we're evaluating for this particular issue. A friend of mine and colleague at Columbia University is using a documentary film called Beyond the Bricks that looks at experiences of young black males in public schools. And she's showing that film to groups of all teachers, mostly white female teachers, and having focus groups with them afterwards to see if it broadened their understanding of the kids that they're working with. Because we talked about that. Well, you talked about it even before the cameras went on, about that disconnect between who they are, their community, their understanding of the issue, and what they're dealing with. And I believe that what separates an effective white female teacher and white teacher in general from one that is really doing more damage than good, what separates them is the level of compassion, understanding, and empathy that they have for the communities and families of the children that they serve. The ones that are willing to take that walk home with the kid just one day so they can see the path that they're taking to get to and from school, to really understand their family's challenges and their struggles, and to really understand how this kid is navigating one area outside the school that may require him to keep his pants sagging down, to walk with a mean mug and a grit, and a grit in his face. Because there's some communities where just out of survival, they have to look that way just temporarily to get them
to get through.
Yeah, to get through. And then they have to come to school and shut that off.
Right.
And so for that teacher to really take the time to understand that they have to navigate that and say, you may have to look like that out there, but in my class, I'm going to show you how to present yourself so that you can make the best grade, not just in my class, but in the class next door. So these are all the things that it takes. But it takes a lot of intensive retraining of these teachers to do that.
What are you hearing back from the teachers, the white female teachers, when you present this opportunity, this training to them? Are you getting positive feedback?
Very positive feedback. And I can share some quotes, which I don't have them prepared right now, but at a different day, because we have everything transcribed. So I have all the raw reports of these focus groups. And some of the things that I've read, is really, really eye-opening. And I remember one, and this isn't a teacher who participated in the focus group, but another white female teacher who talked about how she was so upset with this one young black male because he used to sleep in her class, and she would look at him and he'd just be dozing off and trying to keep herself up, but sometimes not making it. And so she resented that. She took it personally. And then, but then one day she just decided to talk to him about it, take him off to the side and say, I think it's very disrespectful to me when you sleep in my class. And then she found out that he was actually a single father, back to this case right here. And so he had just taken on custody of his young daughter, and he was working at Walmart at night. And so he would come to class tired. So after that conversation, two things happened. The kid tried harder to stay awake, and she perceived what he was doing differently. She didn't perceive it as disrespect. And so when he's doing that, she's focusing on him pushing his head up, not the head dropping down. And so it takes that level of understanding to really move them to a different place.
Also, that kind of